This how they know it's your birthday in New Orleans.
When most people plan a birthday trip to New Orleans, it's supposed to be about joy, chaos, and Bourbon Street cliches. You eat greasy food that'll clog your arteries. You wobble into clubs where the music drowns out your bad decisions. And if it's your birthday, you pin a few dollars to your shirt so strangers can toss more at you like you're a walking slot machine of good wishes. That's the harmless tradition, the whole point of the French Quarter birthday experience. That's why 33-year-old Jessica Williams, a hardworking Chicago mother of two, packed her bags with her sister, her mother, and a few friends for what was supposed to be nothing more than a quick, overdue celebration. She worked, she came home, she raised her kids. This was her escape, but instead of dollar bills and birthday shots, Jessica's celebration ended in blood in just 2.5 hours after kicking off her birthday. Williams' night took a turn so violent, so senseless, that the word celebration would forever be cursed in her family's memory. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. The night began innocently enough. Jessica, her sister, and several friends wandered down Bourbon Street. They had eaten dinner, walked through crowds, joked about where to get dessert next. Jessica seemed happy, soaking it all in. Around 2:22 a.m., in the 100 block of Bourbon Street just off Canal, her group began to head back toward the hotel. She was laughing, moving through the crowd, a birthday sash of dollar bills trailing her like confetti. Then came the gunfire. Two men, Mekhi Andry and Dontrell Bradley, according to police, exchanged fire among themselves in Bourbon Street's throng. Rather than an isolated shootout, they turned the block into chaos. Stray bullets struck Jessica and her sister, along with two other bystanders.
Damn, she just been shot, bro. Damn, man. Ooh, damn, bro. Damn, bro. Just had a little bit shooting off shit. Damn. Damn, bro. They were shooting at a truck and hit her. Damn, dog. Where's he at?
Right there in the white shirt. Police got him. We know we're going this way. Bridget! Mekhi! Yo, whatever this guy said, Bridget! Yo, where the fuck is Bridget? Bridget! White clothes down here.
Jessica was declared dead at the scene. Her sister survived with gunshot wounds and was hospitalized. Police confirmed 4 people were being sought for questioning who were seen near the incident and might have witnessed or been involved. Investigators later revealed that Andry fired at Bradley, and Bradley returned fire. At a press briefing, NOPD confirmed that Andry faces murder and attempted murder charges. Meanwhile, Bradley, who himself was wounded during the exchange, will also face charges, including being a felon in possession of a firearm.
My baby, 33. She passed on her birthday. Just trying to enjoy.
That mother questions how a celebratory vacation turned to tragedy. Good evening, I'm John Snell.
And I'm Meg Gatto. That shooting on Sunday claimed the life of 33-year-old Jessica Williams.
Chris Welty reports the mother prepares to bury one daughter while another recovers in a New Orleans hospital.
A heartbroken mother wants answers after her daughter Jessica Williams was killed while celebrating her birthday on Bourbon Street.
I want to know why.
Williams' mother, who asked us not to use her name, was with her 2 daughters and other family in the city.
We did our swamp tour. We ate dinner. My phone died out, so I walked back to the hotel room.
Williams' mother says she woke up when a stranger called her from her daughter's phone.
I hung up on the lady because I didn't believe her. And she called me back and told me to calm down. And I heard my other daughter screaming in the background, "Mama, Jessica ain't moving. She not moving." I ran all the way down there on Bourbon Street from the hotel.
Williams died hours after turning 33. Her sister was also shot and is hospitalized in New Orleans. Her mother spoke to us from her surviving daughter's hospital room.
Never imagine going on vacation and one of your kids not coming back.
Williams leaves behind a 7-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. Her mother said her kids were her world.
She even said, "I got to get back home to my kids." I said, "Yeah, they're waiting to go to the dinner for your birthday." And she said, "We're going to have cake and ice cream when I get back."
Williams' mother had to break the news to her grandchildren.
There's something bad happened to her mother. That she is scared. And she won't back home. But I'm going to make sure I let her take care of her like her mother do. And she broke down crying and said, "Why he take my mama?"
One, I want to first extend our condolences for those family members, friends, and also our residents and businesses on Bourbon Street and what happened the other night. This should have never happened. This is senseless, but I am pleased to tell you that we have apprehended the other suspect we're looking for. I will give you their information shortly, but first I want to thank Jessica Williams' family for being here, her mom, her stepdad from Chicago, who were here and tending to their other daughter. I can't say how sorry we are this happened, especially to someone from out of town who came in to enjoy our city and were faced with this, tragic incident. But the only comfort I can do for them, or a consolation we can give them, is that the shooters have been apprehended. We first identify Mekhi, Jarius, Andry, 2/13/2005. He is identified as the initial shooter, the person who started this. The second person, Dontrell Bradley, is also in custody. He returned fire. Keep in mind that we're still investigating as we are giving you this initial information about who we have in custody, but I don't want to get into a whole lot of specifics. And in regards to the family members that are here, I don't want them to relive this incident. If there's any additional information we need to put out, we'll let you know. This is something that should have never happened in our city. And I want to be clear that if you do this and you bring violence to not only our residents, but tourists in this city, you will be apprehended, you will be caught, and we will bring you to justice. I want to give my thanks to not only our homicide detectives and NOPD who worked so diligently in this to make this identification and recognize who were the perpetrators. I also want to thank the U.S. Marshals Service, our VALS unit, our VCATE unit, LSP, and JPSO who made the apprehension of this individual. So with that, I have with me also Captain Palumbo of the 8th District, Chief Lebrano, the Field Operations Bureau Chief. I have Chief Gernon, the Investigative Services Bureau Chief. So with that, we'll open it up for questions. Keep in mind, I won't be specific about any particular issues, and I have the people here who can answer your questions.
All right, Missy, we'll start with you.
Okay, good afternoon. Deepest condolences on behalf of the city, first of all. Second, can you say where the second shooter was apprehended?
Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Tell him.
The second shooter, Mr. Andry and Mr. Bradley. Mr. Andry was apprehended in Metairie. Mr. Bradley was apprehended on scene that night. He had been struck by a round. Next.
Yes.
Earlier at City Hall, City Council was talking about their repeated efforts to make guns illegal in this area because it's such a high tourist area. And anybody care to?
I think they bring about a good point, but the law is the law, and our job is to follow the law. What our wishes are totally insignificant at that point. That's what we do. We carry out the law and we enforce it. So that is something, if you ask us, we would like to see, but it's beyond our control.
Jack?
Yeah, in his letter requesting National Guard activation, Governor Landry said that New Orleans suffers from manpower shortages and elevated crime rates. Would having the National Guard on the streets prevent crimes like this?
I don't want to get too much into the National Guard business, but I will tell you this. I don't know whether that statement about elevated crime rates is. If you look at our numbers, which we're very transparent on, which we give every day or every week to the media, our crime is going down. Now, people attribute that to a national trend, which we don't believe to be so. We had strategic plans in place since 2023. And if you look at the drop, everything has steadily gone down. And that takes away from the work of the men and women of the New Orleans Police Department. I know we have help as well. We have LSP here. We have had the National Guard, and we collaborate with everyone. And we have prosecutors that do a good job. But again, I don't want it forgotten, and as I said in the city council meeting earlier, what the work of the men and women in this department. I think that takes second place all the time with this various views and everything else. But I don't want that to be something that keeps getting forgotten, the work that NOPD does.
What about the
manpower? So let me interrupt real quickly. Yeah. With respect to the victim's family, we want to stay on topic right now. We'll do pull-asides after about the National Guard.
Yeah.
Time, you have a question related to this?
Chief, can you put a finer point on some of the details? I know that you can't be specific, but I mean, the shooting happened on the weekend. We're now on Tuesday, and we have an apprehension. I remember years where sometimes shootings would happen and we would never get a suspect. But can you kind of give us some more detail about how you were able to get
I can give you a general thing of what we do for all these. As you notice, homicide does a really good job of apprehending and identifying suspects, right? So we have various things in place, whether it's a violent crime meeting that we go to and what we have. Everyone knows what is going on in the case. Those are finer points about what we've done differently. Our detectives do a great job now they're able to talk to the districts and what they have, what they've seen, what they have for whatever various information, cameras, whatever, and they already have a lead on the case. They don't start from scratch. So they get there and they already got a jump start on the investigation. And, and also our investigative unit have their captains and their chief. They do a good job of reviewing cases weekly as we have our meetings to be able to answer questions that the chief and I may pose. So that's the difference.
And was there a dynamic, because this happened on Bourbon Street, was there a dynamic of the shooting that enabled you to get to this point quicker than say, a shooting that may have happened?
We'll save those investigative techniques, but yes, we do have something a little bit different on Bourbon, but they did a great job with that.
Dottie?
Did the shooters know the victims or vice versa?
That's still being investigated. I can't answer that.
Okay.
Following the shooting, social media filled with shock, grief, and rage. People who were there that night described scenes that should never happen on a street meant for music and celebration. One woman, who had been just feet away from Jessica when the bullets flew, wrote, "God, thank you for sparing me and my man's life. We literally witnessed an innocent bystander get killed on Bourbon Street, right in front of us. The shots were so close I thought I was hit and couldn't move because I was in shock. We ended up running back to the place where I had just bought pizza. The fact that the woman who got killed was in one of the clubs we were in is insane. It just did something to me. Seeing her lying there lifeless really affected me. New Orleans will never have to worry about us again. My anxiety was through the roof. It was literally 1 dead and 3 wounded. Then came the heart-shattering words from Jessica's own sister, who was also shot that night. On social media, she wrote, under the name Vona Boyd, "This hurts so bad. Me and my sister got shot in the same place. She ain't make it. Jessica, I love you, girl. I got them kids forever." Think about that. 2 sisters celebrating a birthday, both hit by bullets. One survives, but only to carry the crushing weight of burying the other. Jessica had promised her children she'd be back from New Orleans to celebrate with them. Instead, she's being brought home in a casket. A hardworking mother of 2, gunned down in the French Quarter while simply walking back to her hotel after enjoying her 33rd birthday. Nobody should take a birthday trip and end up in a morgue. Nobody should have to tell 2 children that their mother was killed on the very day she was supposed to be celebrating her life. Now, every September 28th won't just be Jessica's birthday. It will also mark the night her life was violently stolen. Rest in peace, Jessica Williams.